your Merrimack Tomahawks. The senior guard, number 3, Jolie Jacoby. The sophomore forward, number 12, Sam Page. The senior guard, number 14, Sarah Wozniak. The senior forward, number 30, Abby Wong. The senior forward, number 41, Sabrina Johnson. The Tomahawks are coached by Courtney Cheatham and assisted by Mark Govea. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting 5 for your Nashua South Panthers. The junior guard, number 3, Kendall Bush. The junior guard, number 4, Jasmine Sylvester. And the senior forward, number 11, Amber Hedquist. And the freshman guard, number 14, Ariana Murray. And the sophomore center, number 20, Kirsten McIntyre. The Panthers are coached by Dave Hogan and assisted by Ray DeRusha. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Nashua's finest, Mr. Al St. Louis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Nashua High School South. It is the championship game of the girls' bracket of the Holiday Festival Tournament here in Nashua, sponsored by Chick-fil-A for the year 2017. A very frigid December 29 of 2017 as we bring you this game on NashuaETV.
Only in your mind, John Collins. Only in your mind.
Says my companion who is wearing a winter hat here in the basketball arena.
I'm just so cold for 4 days of hockey.
I know.
You step outside.
You
step outside and there's just no relief, and I come in here and I still feel cold. So
it's Merrimack against South, Tom.
Well, you know what? I was not surprised that these are the two teams in the finals. I saw Merrimack against Pinkerton. They beat Pinkerton, who's a very good basketball team, last week in the regular season. Courtney Cheatham's got a pretty good team. Watch out for Jolie Jacoby. She kind of sets the pace for them at the guard spot. She's a 5'7" senior. And Nashua South, John, coached by one of my favorite guys in the area, Dave Hogan. Dave Hogan took over for Dan Wyberney, who took a leave of absence this year because of family reasons. Dave was his assistant last year, so they asked Dave to fill in for this year, and he graciously has done so. And he is, I've known Dave for 30 years, and he's just a great guy, but he's a very intense coach. And the kids will learn a lot from playing for him. The kids will learn a lot playing for him. And here's Kendall Bush.
Merrimack's first chance at a
John, how long have we been around? We saw Kendall Bush in bitty basketball.
Bitty basketball. I mentioned that yesterday. I think Jasmine Sylvester, too.
Yep.
But Kendall Bush certainly, and both of them are out here to begin the championship round game. First basket, too. Was that Kendall Bush?
No, it was Ariana Murray. Nice set to set the tone. That's a great way to do it.
Ariana Murray had a really hot hand in the semifinal game here last night. She at one point was 4 for 4, including a couple of 3-pointers mixed in. A travel against Merrimack, so a slow start for the Tomahawks.
Look how vocal hear how vocal Dave is. I think the audio's got to be picking some of that up.
Yeah.
But also, look how visual he is. Check out the shoes.
Oh, wow. Like
lime
neon
green, the glow-in-the-dark shoes. Here's Bush.
Kendall Bush driving double-team baseline. She has to give it up.
Post up to Hedquist right here.
Kirsten McIntyre. Hedquist kicks it out to Jasmine Sylvester. She can shoot from downtown. She's at the foul line right now, and she'll sink it. 5-0. South out on top quickly.
That's a big start for South. I'll tell you what, John, they won their opener. That gave them a lot of confidence. Remember, this is a team that's really struggled the last 3 or 4 years.
They have.
You know, we've watched a lot of their games, and they've been competitive for, you know, I'd say, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden, they tend to go downhill.
It's a different year and a different team in a good way.
I think so. I really do.
Handling the ball is South's backcourt. Jasmine Sylvester driving, kicks it out. Kirsten McIntyre. And
wow.
That's going to be a timeout
for Cheatham because South can't miss.
If for nothing else, just to cool off the South shooters.
Exactly. You're up 7-0 with 5:56 to play in the first quarter.
There's not too much you can do to defend when a player like McIntyre's height and ability, she's about 5'10", she steps back and hits a jumper, you're in trouble when everybody's shooting the basketball like that. So a 7-0 lead for South to begin the game. Merrimack well represented in this tournament. Are the boys still alive? Or
boys are playing. We'll be doing a game afterwards. Yeah, right. Alvern and Merrimack.
Right, Merrimack with a chance for a tournament sweep. Boys and girls in the final games, which we will be doing here on NashuaETV.
Last year, the final was Alvern Nashua North in the girls, and Merrimack Thornton Academy in the boys. Merrimack won and Alvern won. I think you may get a Merrimack, you could get a Merrimack Alvern repeat, vice versa, the opposite way, depending on what happens here as the Tomahawks finally get off the schneid and get 2 points.
Sabrina Johnson with a nifty scoop shot right underneath the basket. Kirsten McIntyre feeling hot from that side, and she is.
Oh, John, she beat everybody down the floor, was wide open. Merrimack didn't get back properly on defense, and that left McIntyre wide open for the shot. Nashua South, on the other hand, if they don't get back on defense for Dave Hogan, they're on one of those purple chairs over there.
Yeah. Nice pop shot from about 6 feet from Sam Page, Samantha Page. The second basket of the game for the Tomahawks. Kendall Bush putting on a dribbling display right now, but she's got to beat a double team.
Yeah, but who's down the court with nobody on her again?
McIntyre misses the gimme, and Sylvester has an unkind rim there. She's underneath. Should have
2 points that they should have had, yep.
Driving, pressing the 2-on-1 advantage. Joey Jacoby will go to the line. The game's first free throw.
Yeah, Murray got called with the foul.
Belonged to Merrimack.
They announced Sylvester. I don't think that was who got the foul. I don't think it was Sylvester. It was Murray. Yeah, Ariana Murray got called for it.
First foul of the game. First team foul, of course, for South. I don't know what
Let's hope they made that right connotation in the book.
Yeah. Air ball.
Air ball on the free throw.
I don't know if I've seen Brad Sapanis, the referee, more this weekend. Al St. Louis, the Chick-fil-A cow, or Tom King.
Let's see. Of the three, I'd choose Sapanis. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, who you haven't seen too much
of the three you'd want to see a lot of.
Okay, yeah.
I'd say Sapanis.
Right.
former Chicago member of the Cubs organization.
Spin shot.
McIntyre wasn't ready for the pass. Got to get in the hands of Bush, start all over. Restart, you got 2 point guards in the game, Bush and Sylvester.
McIntyre.
And it's a man-to-man by Merrimack. Man-to-man defense by the Tomahawks.
Ariana Murray with the runner. She got assaulted on the way down the left side of the basket.
So Cheatham has gone man.
Teams first. Ariana Murray at the line, shooting 2.
Sam Page, I believe, committed the foul. She helped her right up.
Merrimack back in this tourney. To lower my voice once. The foul line.
Basketball church now.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding, huh? I don't want to get excommunicated.
Cause a miss.
Merrimack was in this tournament when it was run at Nashua North by Ricky Oliver, and then they left. Oh, nice left-hand shot. Boy, I'll tell you, they're getting it from the outside and from the inside. A 12-4 lead. But Courtney Cheatham said they went away to the Salem Blue Devil Classic last year. And I looked at that. It's a round-robin tournament with no real champion. They liked it, but when they had an opening at South and, you know, they wanted to go to 8 teams. Nice shot.
Joey Jacoby for 3.
Merrimack jumped on it.
Yeah, they need more of that to get back in this.
But Merrimack jumped on the chance to get into the Chick-fil-A run at South. So they're very glad because they wanted to stay a little bit more local, they said.
Kendall Bush kicks it out to Jasmine Sylvester. She pops from just inside the arc, can't get it to go. Fast break. Joey Jacoby's out ahead of the field. Just barely catches it.
Just a little off balance for both plays. Jacoby trying to save the ball and
Sarah
with the layup. And here comes Bush.
Bush with her head up finds Sylvester open in the corner.
Can't pass that up.
And
wide open.
2 points.
What's the theme, John? We've seen South kids wide open, down low. Merrimack not getting back defensively.
Jasmine Sylvester is an impressive long-distance shooter. Good defense underneath. Kirsten McIntyre takes it away from the ball carrier, and then Kendall Bush draws the jump ball, but it is a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Merrimack. 3 new Tomahawks coming into the game, including Jenna Chambers.
That'll help. That'll help in terms of getting back on defense, fresher bodies.
Riley Crampton inbounds it. There's a shot.
Good look.
Abby Yuan doesn't go.
Good look.
Abby Yuan is a key player and a rebounder for this team.
Sylvester was just trying to move a little too fast.
Abby Yuan going one-on-one with Ariana Murray. Doesn't get the lay-in to go, and taking it outside is Teresa Twardowski.
Boy, John, a layup in this game is the worst shot to take, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only one that's not going. The long-distance shots are falling. Teresa Twardowski's a good 3-point shooter as well. She's in the game, number 13. Inside, good key.
Great pass.
Sabrina Johnson will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
The give and go is Johnson moving well without the ball, goes to the hoop and beats the defender. Foul on Bush, and she gets on the mismatch, height mismatch, and she gets the bucket. Now could she convert the 3-point play? Nope.
Abby Yuan.
But the defense, the rebounding.
It turns into a 4-point
play. How about that, huh?
They'll take it.
And you got a game now, 14-11.
A 1-score game. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter of this championship game of the 2017 Holiday Festival Tournament here at Nashua High South. Driving Ariana Murray, couldn't find a path to the backboard or a teammate, and Abby Yuan presses the fast break. They let him play as a player hit the deck, and Yuan puts it in. A physical fast break basket for Abby Yuan. I thought that was a charge, Tom. On call.
I don't know. It wasn't that blatant.
Yeah.
14-13 game with 1:37 left, as you see on the board. But I mean, Merrimack now. What's Merrimack doing offensively? They're running down the floor.
Yeah, that's more their game.
That's exactly it. They set that pace and decided to take off and speed up the tempo. And I think, John, when South tries to speed up the tempo, unless they can get the ball down quickly, in terms of to an open player, their point guards are out of control a little bit, and they've got to settle down a little bit.
As we get a wide view of both huddles, head coach Courtney Cheatham in the middle over there on the right side with Merrimack, and Dave Hogan, the acting head coach for Nashua High South. Got a ringing endorsement from our own Frank Wallant, who is a fan of basketball, and of course our longtime cameraman. He was witness to a Dave Hogan run practice, and he said he was very, very impressed.
So was I.
And you were too.
Yep.
Yep.
So was I, but I was also witness to a Dave Hogan coach team that won a championship back in 2003 for Nashua High School. He coached the girls back then.
Wow.
He was one of a few players, a few coaches who succeeded John Fagula and did an outstanding job.
So he is used to having winning
And his
teams.
daughter has coached this team. So he's very attached to the girls basketball program over the years, here and there.
Both teams with 2 fouls now as the Panthers will inbound it underneath the Merrimack basket. Slimmest lead right now of 1 point.
Go.
And Obanello tried to pass it.
She had an opportunity, needed a quicker dribble. Just take it to the hoop, take charge, be aggressive.
Riley Crampton calling a play. Ariana Murray guarding her. Teresa Twardowski far side.
Tomahawks could take the lead right here. And they do. And they do.
First time in the game, Merrimack's up by 2, 16-14. Maya Ryu to Obanello, wastes no time that time, but she missed to the right. Teresa Twardowski with her head up finds Abby Wan, plants that pivot foot underneath, running out of room. Jenna Chambers backs it out. Wan driving the seam. Heavy contact.
I'll tell you, Wan
Johnson.
she's not able to finish a lot of plays, although she did get that basket earlier. She is very good moving without the ball, and when she gets the ball with her ball skills, dribbling. She seems to know what she wants to do with it.
That was 21, not 41, so it is Riley Crampton at the line.
And this is a 10-0 Merrimack run. It was 14-7.
Oh, that's right. When you add in the free throw by Riley Crampton, make it an 11-point run for the Tomahawks.
And with 38 seconds left, Dave Hogan's not going to waste the timeout. He'll wait.
Right.
But all of a sudden, it's a 4-point Tomahawk lead.
Ariana Murray tried to get it inside, and it was stolen away by Heather Rohr, number 15. Twardowski, 20 seconds to go. Merrimack not trying to get the last shot.
Wide open three, but too much, too little.
Following her shot, Jenna Chambers.
Nice pass.
Nice.
He's going to go all the way.
Foul. No,
she got the ball in the paint. Paige got the ball in the paint and knew exactly what she wanted. She hesitated for a moment, but then said, you know what, I got a clear lane, let me take the shot.
4 new players about to come into the game for the Tomahawks for the last 9 seconds of this first quarter.
John, you get here in the South Gym, you got a Merrimack kid at the line, and the place is dead quiet. Yeah. I hate that. I can't stand it.
You want the 6th man.
I can't
to be
stand
heard.
that. You know? It's unbelievable. Why is that?
It's a virus that spread. Since you started doing games, when it was noisy during foul
No kidding.
shots.
Look at Hedquist go for that turnover, didn't get it.
A layup drill
and
for
she
Merrimack.
comes back and makes the block. Gotta love that effort by Amber Hedquist.
Yeah.
She comes all the way over to try to get the loose ball, and it goes back to make the block.
So multiple second chances for Merrimack that trip down the floor, but no points. Fortunately for South, they trail by 4
but still,
as they enter the second period.
A 12-0 Tomahawk run to end the period.
Yeah, what happened there?
Turnovers. I mean, how many shots did you see Nashua take in that span? Not many.
Not many.
No. Turned the ball over, and Merrimack ran down the floor and beat Nashua down the floor a couple times.
Yeah.
A little bit more organized on offense. They got a good spark and have taken it all the way.
So to the second quarter we go of the Holiday Festival basketball tournament here at Nashua High South. Played over a 3-day span following Christmas of 2017. The weather records will show it was a very frigid holiday week that we are experiencing.
Record cold, I think, right,
Yeah.
for December?
Congratulations to the 2017 Conway Arena Tournament ice hockey champs. Keene took it, the surprising entry in the final.
They gotta know how to celebrate, though. You know, I went down there and took some photos, and the kid just put the trophy up in the air, and the kids are just looking around and everything else. You know, gotta know how to celebrate after that thing.
Nothing, huh?
National South Pelham kids the last couple of years are
They have learned.
3 out of the 4 years. They went nuts. So did Coventry when they won it.
Yeah, I remember that. Pass back to the trailer.
And Hedquist will go to the line.
Juliana Martin had an opportunity to put it in, but Hedquist was there to pick up her teammate and she'll try to earn them at the free throw line now. So the Panthers come out of that huddle between the first and second quarters energized and charged down the court. Just need a free throw to have something to show for it. Nice high arcing free throws by Amber Hedquist. She's got the deep knee bends into her free throws and rattles it home. So 2 points cuts it down to a 1-score game, 19-16. Merrimack with it. Far side, Riley Crampton up top to Joey Jacoby.
Oh, look at the intensity on Hedquist. Hedquist just brings a different intensity when she's out there. You know, John, I talked to her last week at the after the boys' regular season opener, and she told me somehow the discussion went into she wanted to get into politics, and I said, well, I've covered the Merrimack, not the Merrimack, covered the Massachusetts State Attorney General when she was a high school girls basketball player.
Wow,
Maura Healy,
that's right.
who was a
Good point.
winner.
Yeah, I met her at the Lowell
And
Sun.
she goes, maybe you'll cover another?
She's actually a professional basketball player in Europe.
Healy was?
Yes.
Did she really? She went all the way over to Europe.
Yes, she
She's
did.
a very good soccer player, too.
Played there for a while.
Very good soccer player as
Yeah.
well.
Kendall Bush with it, brings it up top.
She was, you know, she went up against the John Fagula Nashua
Oh, right.
girls
And
team. There's a good
Hedquist
shot.
gets it to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it's not for Hedquist, this game might be out of control already. She's done a lot for this team since she's come back into the game. They've got to get some more players playing with her intensity right now.
Comes up top. Riley Crampton to her right. Down low. One. No good. Kendall Bush with the loose ball. Rebound. Finds her teammate Juliana Martin on the wing, and it goes.
Yeah, Martin had beaten everybody down the floor, so she was already in position and got the ball. Good vision by Bush to see her, and now it's a tie game.
20-20. Good battle here. 6 minutes plus to go in the first half. As Merrimack moves the ball around the outer perimeter. Sabrina Johnson holding it.
It's kind of a loose zone. It's almost like a strong side zone by South. They left the player open on the weak side. Merrimack opted not to go that way.
Kirsten McIntyre, who's 6 feet tall, number 20. Now with a player almost equal to her height in Sam Page. Comes out there. Sam has grown a couple inches since this program came out. Has her at 5'8", number 12 for Merrimack.
How do you know? Did you do a
You know
tape
what?
measure?
I'm just doing it by
Did you
by
do a tape
eyesight.
measure?
She's not 4 inches shorter than
I've grown an inch since this
Kirsten
game started.
McIntyre. No, you have shrank maybe, but
I have
count the winner.
I have shrunk over the last 5 years.
Oh,
Used to be 5'11",
And I
now
know.
I'm 5'10".
yeah, and I used to be 5'8½. No longer. Floater.
Oh, suddenly South getting into
Yeah.
a much better offensive rhythm.
Getting their scoring touch back. And it shows on the scoreboard they're up to 22-20. Driving through the paint, Teresa Twardowski dishes it.
God, nice shot.
Sarah Wozniak
Yeah,
finishes
Wozniak.
it.
They've had that corner open for a while, And this time they finally went to it, and Wozniak converted.
We got
Let's see what
Flutie
Nashua
now,
needs
22
is somebody
all.
on the weak side going down to cutting to the basket, and they don't have that. Too many players bunched on one side of the floor.
Teresa Twardowski.
You notice that, John? Too many players bunched on one side, no room to maneuver, and you get the turnover.
Right. That's where I want Jasmine Sylvester.
See, look at this. There's a lane to drive it, and she
Johnson
does it
just
up
left
and
it
under.
short.
That was a great move by Johnson to just take it right to the hole.
What a save by Merrimack. Julia Martin unfortunately made too much contact with Sarah Wozniak as she tried to try the blindside steal. Ariana Murray checks into the game. Courtney Schaub in, number 23 for the Tomahawks. So Kendall Bush will guard Riley Crampton on the inbounds play. Teresa Twardowski with it. Gets it inside. Johnson with her back to the hoop. Turnaround. Merrimack retakes the lead. Ariana Murray.
Good positioning by Johnson. Murray got away with a carry right there.
Johnson.
Yeah, see, there's that uncertainty you don't want to see on offense. The uncertainty by McIntyre, and then she does what a lot of players do. Commits the turnover, and then commits the foul.
Trying to desperately get the ball back.
And with 4:22 left in the half, Merrimack is in the penalty, and they'll shoot free throws the rest of the way.
17 fouls against South. And this is Sam Page at the line. Misses the first of the 1-and-1. Kendall Bush with those quick feet gets to it first. Changes direction. In rhythm, Ariana Murray too long on the shot. Jasmine Sylvester with the much taller players down there bravely clamps down on it and gets the jump ball arrow.
Murray looked like she rushed that shot a little bit.
She didn't look like she was fully locked in. Ariana Murray will inbound it. Kirsten McIntyre. Amber Hedquist, but it
need a better pass.
Yep.
Sharper pass.
Sabrina Johnson getting her hand in the passing lane.
Can't just float it.
Twardowski going to work on Kendall Bush.
Obanello set the check back in.
Is blocked by Sylvester. Good hands on the ball, trailing the play, and it goes out of bounds off the Tomahawks. So Jasmine Sylvester with another nice play. High basketball IQ here between these two players, Kendall Bush and Jasmine Sylvester. Not a lot of height, but a high IQ. Bush runs out of room, backs it up, she'll shoot it. Following her own shot, and wow, we have a foul?
There's a collision.
Who's calling the foul on that? I don't know, Brad, I don't know. It was both players going for a loose ball.
Yeah.
Kendall Bush will take it. 14 foul against Merrimack.
Courtney Cheatham's got a little question about it, too.
Hedquist with it.
Trying to get Obanello positioned down low. Got to get it in the hands of a guard.
Ariana Murray off of screen.
Well, she's a forward.
Hedquist is going to try to go in the paint. Throws it up and in. Difficult shot made by Amber Hedquist. And that ties it at 24 all.
Not a very pretty possession, but a productive one.
So we went from Flutie to Kiefer.
Yep.
Sutherland, 24. Tom's favorite show at one point.
Oh, it's a great show.
Riley Crampton has it taken away from her by Ariana Murray. One player to beat. Twisting. Difficult shot. Merrimack grabs the rebound. .24 all with 2:40 remaining. Underneath, and the easy put in for Sabrina
The weak
Johnson.
side rebound for Sabrina Johnson. Why? Because someone had decided to go back the other way. Left her open on the weak side, and she lays it in.
Bad idea. Easy basket for Johnson. Murray. Ariana. Spinning. Finds Jasmine Sylvester in the corner. Kendall Bush with the spin move on the dribble.
There she goes.
Scoop shot.
Yep, nice rebound, Albanello. Almost. Spoke too soon. Thought she was going to control it, but she wasn't able to.
Yeah, good anticipation. Lost the handle. I think it went off the noggin of Sabrina Johnson out of bounds. So Panther ball. Still have a chance to tie this up. We're better here. Down 2. Kirsten McIntyre nearly lost it to Merrimack there, but Hedquist snatched it away. Juliana Martin couldn't control it. And here comes Sabrina Johnson.
Well, she passed it to somebody she thought would cut.
Miscommunication.
Yep, clearly nice rebound by Murray.
Somehow Abby Wan just latches onto it.
Tell you what, I like Abby Wan. She's always around the middle of the action. You know, she has a nose for the ball. Merrimack looking to add to that 2-point lead.
Jolie Jacoby tried to feed Sabrina Johnson and
inadvertently Juliana Martin touched it where she didn't need to.
Yeah, it looked like
and she hit it as it was going out of bounds.
Looks like she wanted to hit it off of Sabrina Johnson.
If she had just let it go, it would have been south ball. There you go. There's a little Amber Hedquist spreading to Ariana Murray right there.
Jolie Jacoby on the wing to McKenna DeFosse's, number 24 in the game for Merrimack. Driving, Sabrina Johnson got fouled clearly by Juliana Martin. Another trip to the free throw line with South having 8 fouls. A 1-and-1 though. And the pressure on Sabrina to make this one, although she missed a free throw earlier and got 2 points out of it. So watch out for the miss here. You don't want to give up a 3-point play. She makes the first one. And the second. So it's a 4-point lead again for Merrimack. 28-24. Just over a minute left in the first half. This half of basketball has flown by. Juliana Martin gets it underneath. Kirsten McIntyre can't get it to fall. Front rim and over. Jolie Jacoby, fast break. Abby Wan's underneath.
Oh, great play by Bush to come back.
And Kendall Bush knocked it off the shin of Abby Wan, according to the official out of bounds.
I was wondering how that was National South ball. I didn't know if Bush last touched it or not.
I think she tended to steal it cleanly, but it ticked off her finger off the shin of Abby Wan and out of bounds. Although it looked like Abby disagreed. And here's Ariana Murray with 40 seconds left to go in the...
I wouldn't play for the last shot. I'd
No.
get 2 points and then play defense.
Play for a good shot.
Bounce passes just are never a good idea when you get traffic. But here again, they're bunched up on one side again.
Yeah.
Kind of spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Spread that defense. Make Merrimack cover more of the floor.
I guess the best way to do that is you have a guard positioned at the top of the key outside the 3-point arc and crisp passes around.
Do it any way that works.
Yeah.
But do not bunch everybody up on one side of the floor. Now see, this isn't bad. It's spread out a little bit. You had a wide open player. Sylvester was wide open in the far corner. Quick pass to her. She would have had an easy jump shot.
That was the play. Said it was a difficult shot, missed, and now Merrimack's got a chance to have the final shot. Abby Wan, 10 seconds to go, double team, bounce pass, scoop shot. McIntyre, 4
Still
seconds
out of position. She's gonna watch the clock. She doesn't see it.
2 seconds.
Nope.
No, she didn't see it.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Sylvester again down here in the right-hand corner.
You got to look up, see the clock, and then know where everybody is. A lot of that's done in practice. Okay, 8 seconds to go. Inbound the ball, and then everybody runs their, runs their set.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
We are quickly to halftime of the championship game of the 2017 Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. John Collins with Tom King and our cameraman Tim O'Neill will be back right after the halftime break, which will edit down to almost nothing, so stay with us and come back for the exciting conclusion here on Nashua ETV. Welcome back, everyone, to Nashua High School South. It is the second half of the girls' championship game for the 2017 Holiday Week tournament. John Collins with Tom King. On camera's Tim O'Neill, and we have a 4-point game as we begin the third quarter. Tom, Merrimack on top.
Yeah, an interesting game. In fact, the South was shooting very well at the beginning of the game. Merrimack wasn't getting back on defense. Once Merrimack got back on defense, it changed, and South had some of their struggles.
Ariana Murray with the ball.
You know me, John. Defense turns into offense in high school basketball. In fact, any level of basketball, I think.
Yeah. Jasmine Sylvester off the screen, makes the shot.
Oh, another hot start. Must be something about the start of a period.
Jolie Jacoby bears in from the right side, can't get the bank shot to go.
Interesting, Hedquist was giving some instructions to some of the players, and she turned, and there's Jacoby.
Yeah, it came up on her fast.
Yeah, and she recovered just in time to make the defensive play.
Kirsten McIntyre with the turnaround basket.
Look at that,
Start to the third quarter for Nashua.
Where did we see this before?
Last night?
No, start of the game.
That's right, that's right. First quarter, like the third quarter. Jacoby thought about it. Swings it near side. Jenna Chambers, number 35. Abby Wan, number 30. And an open teammate. Great vision. Wan. Basket, Sam Page. 2-point lead again for Merrimack. Back on top. Jenna Bush to Amber Hedquist. Sabrina Johnson guarding her closely. Nowhere to go. Bounces it inside. Kirsten McIntyre maneuvers. Nice play.
Good position by McIntyre. The bounce pass around a defender. That bounce pass worked because McIntyre had position.
Jenna Chambers with it. Ball gets in the hands of Sabrina Johnson in the corner. Bounce pass Johnson, scoop shot and in. Nice ball movement by Merrimack. Kendall Bush going to work. Merrimack keeps retaking that lead, up now by 2 again. Jasmine Sylvester ran out of room. Good defense by Jolie Jacoby. Jenna Chambers ahead of the field, ran out of room underneath, and a kickball off of Abby Wan. South ball.
Checking in for the Tomahawks, number 15, Heather Gore.
Basically, good job by South to get back on defense right there. Fast pace to start the period. I can't believe they can keep this pace up for 2 quarters without getting fatigued.
So it takes a lot of sustained mental focus. Jenna Chambers dribbling out of traffic with that loose ball.
And look at this trap. We haven't seen a press by South all game, and now they bring it on. It's a good trap by South.
Jenna Chambers outside. Slowing down the Merrimack offense a bit. Wan, bounce pass, stolen. Those tricky bounce passes in traffic.
I'm telling you,
not recommended by Coach King.
No, not at all.
Ariana Murray finds Kendall Bush around the rim and out.
Oh, Murray, loose ball was right there for McIntyre to jump on. Didn't quite get the step to do it.
Kind of a delayed whistle there. The backcourt foul against Kirsten McIntyre. It's at least her second. Coach Hogan's got to take her out. If she's got 3, he might, because we're still in the third quarter. No, just going to leave her in there. Probably only her second. Long pass, cross court. Chambers was going to drive baseline, but nothing but the taller players for South. She'll try a 3. Back rims it. McIntyre rebound, finds Sylvester.
Now the play that did that was the defense by Ariana Murray, who did not go for that head fake and stayed put and was able to play defense and forced the pass and the bad shot.
Murray's going to take that shot.
That's not a good shot.
Again, didn't look like she was totally locked in before she launched it. And Riley Crampton with it. Jenna Chambers going to swing it all the way into the corner. Jolie Jacoby's double teamed. That leaves Jenna Chambers open for a shot. Missed to the right, long rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Kendall Bush.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 15, Sarah
That was about a 6-foot-high bounce. And I think Kendall Bush just ran out of arm length there to track it down. Tomahawks will try to get their 4-point lead back with a basket here, or better. Riley Crampton outside the 3-point arc. Jolie Jacoby gets it to Johnson, and she'll return it.
Block, nice block. Good defensive play, McIntyre with a nice block.
Kirsten McIntyre, pretty fearless under there with a few fouls on her.
Yeah, see that defensive intensity, that's coming from Hogan. That's what he coaches.
Number
12, number 15 in the game for South, Sarah Signorello guarding the inbound pass. This is Sarah Wozniak, and McIntyre had her hands on the rebound. She wrestles it to her teammate. Maya Ryu.
Don't want to force that dribble into traffic, or dribble yourself out of room.
Juliana Martin changing direction.
Yeah, time to swing the ball around a little bit. Get in the hands of a point guard. Let's see if you can set up a play.
We got newly into the game. Maya Ryu has got it.
It's been a very fast 5 minutes in this quarter.
Puts the brakes on. So
she's got to drive. Yep.
Doesn't get the bounce. Gets the rebound. Loose ball.
Time to take it back outside.
Sylvester gets it to Signorello. Jump ball. Arrow.
If Sylvester could have dribbled out of that traffic and around the back, that would have been more preferable in my mind.
Absolutely.
To be able to get a play set. Instead, you get the turnover.
Evacuate the area.
Yeah, exactly. Get it out of the traffic.
Double teaming the ball in the backcourt, but Twardowski calmly sprints out of there. Sabrina Johnson, the twist move. She went all Kevin McHale on Kirsten McIntyre on that move.
No, she went on Sarah Signorello. Signorello, I thought, had good position.
Yep.
Just a quicker player beat her.
Inside, Signorello. Back to Maya Ryu. Jasmine Sylvester.
Dave Hogan getting a lot out of every player.
She's got an open three, not terribly.
Yeah, bad shot.
Open shot, I guess. Well short. Merrimack will inbound it with a 4-point lead, chance to add to it.
Hedquist is back in the game. So is Ariana Murray. Signorello out, Sylvester out.
Riley Crampton. Merrimack setting up their offense. Teresa Twardowski, who will shoot it from right there occasionally. She's got a good long shot. Riley Crampton. Twardowski got double teamed, so she gave it up. Wozniak. Sabrina Johnson. Back to Wozniak for three.
Oh!
From the time it left her hand, that looked like a perfect.
Yeah, it did. Good ball movement. And all of a sudden, it's a 7-point game.
Biggest lead of the game for the Tomahawks. Ariana Murray trying to answer back with a high degree of difficulty.
Yeah, it wasn't a good shot, but she'll go to the line.
Yeah, for two. 1:07 remaining. We have a 9-4 score in this third quarter. Was it 28-24 at half? 28-24 at half. So 9-6 is the score here in the third quarter in favor of Merrimack. They continue to outscore.
Now it's 9-7.
Now 9-7. With 1:05 to go. Here's Teresa Twardowski.
So that's a big 6-point lead.
And
and an unforced error.
Another.
But you think about it, though, it was 14-7. So So it's been a 13-point swing since that point, early in the first, the midway in the first, through the first quarter.
Right. Maya Ryu with it. Juliana Martin with the runner baseline. Beautifully done.
Needed that. South needed that. Merrimack's done a good job of taking South out of their offensive rhythm. And that broke it up a little bit.
Sarah Wozniak.
See, the opening is there for them to dribble right around the top of the key and try to go down the lane.
Wozniak thinks better of it. Sabrina Johnson with Hedquist.
Ouch.
In her face. Amber with the foul.
11, Amber Hedquist. Teamster, Tomahawks ball.
Only 3 team fouls for Nashua, 1 for Merrimack. And we're almost done with the third quarter. 10 seconds left. Clearly Merrimack playing for the last shot. Johnson. Bounce pass up for grabs. Grabbed and a quality shot.
She's
there.
not going to get a better look at the buzzer than that.
Page. Yep.
Ouch. 2 points Merrimack thinks it should have, but it's still a 4-point game as they play to a draw in the third quarter. 8 minutes to play, 37-33.
To decide the tournament championship, we have 8 minutes to go. And the question is, can South regain their scoring touch that we have seen flashes of in this game? It's been a while since they hit a 3, Tom, or even
opening.
I guess they tried one in that quarter.
Opening part of the quarter, they were hitting some shots from the outside.
Yeah, they were doing a better job
since.
of finding an open teammate with space to work with in the first quarter. I don't know if Merrimack made an adjustment or South just stopped looking for that kind of a play, but we have seen very little of it as the game's gone along. When an offense is clicking well and hitting,
when an offense is clicking well, the ball's moving around a lot.
Spreading the defense out.
And I tell you, that's one thing that South had done in that first half was they were limiting.
Yeah.
They were taking the half court and cutting it down in half to a quarter and putting all their players on one side of the floor.
Bunching them, and it was uncomfortable to watch.
It didn't work, yeah.
South will get the ball to inbound to begin the fourth quarter. Down by 4. And they'd love to start off this final frame of the tournament with a basket. Kendall Bush to Jasmine Sylvester. Top of the key. Sylvester being harassed by Jacoby. Gives it up to Kendall Bush. Kendall with a dribbling display of her own. Ariana Murray with Abby Wan camped out in front of her. Murray in the middle. Wan just solid defense.
I didn't think it was a bad shot, but the defense was better.
Jacoby baseline.
Block.
Kirsten McIntyre, there's Wan. Surprised that didn't fall. Wozniak, scoop shot, Kendall Bush rips it down.
Got to take advantage of some of these Merrimack misses now. They should have an 8-point lead after that miss at the end of the quarter, and those chances are there.
That's true. Murray
have to take advantage of it.
Baseline, finds Kirsten McIntyre, won't fall.
Can't get that offensive touch. You're midway through the fourth quarter, and you only have 33 points. It means you need somebody that's got a little bit of an offensive touch.
How often do you see that in-between shot where they put it up on the back iron and it just bounces out?
It's tough.
I think you got to think about either swishing it or go right off the backboard, but make a firm decision either way.
Travel, Sylvester. Sylvester is, I mean, we're talking about a player who, I mean, they list her at.
That's wrong.
That's definitely not 5'9". There's no way.
She's closer to 4'9" than 5'9".
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
There's a shot from distance from Murray that finds no net, no iron, and Iruka Ubanello. Here's a player. Iruka Ubanello has not gotten a lot of minutes. My recollection, she's an impact player underneath.
Panthers, number 12, Maya
Well, this is the first time I've seen her play. So
Solid rebounder.
she's got that athletic ability to really be good on the defensive end. I think on the offensive end, she's a little hesitant from what I can see.
Jolie Jacoby with it in the paint. Outside. Baseline.
She's quick. She got all the way out there, but then she got beat.
Right. Sabrina Johnson, decisive baseline move, draws the foul. Kirsten McIntyre coming over to help out.
Obanello showed lightning speed in getting from one side of the lane to the other, but she moved past the offensive player. She was too fast for her.
That is at least 3 fouls on McIntyre, if not 4. Twardowski checks back into the game.
And Merrimack missing a free throw. They're only getting 1 point out of this, unless they can get the rebound and do a 4-point, get the 2 points off of that.
Again, rebound.
0.
McIntyre gets it to Bush. Pushing the pace. Ryu back to McIntyre. She's going to try a 3.
Jeez.
I don't know. She was inspired, Tom, but way off.
Yeah, her shooting ability from the outside has waned since the game started.
Yeah.
Another opportunity. We have been at 37-33 now for the last 2 minutes.
Both teams gone cold here. Underneath, Sabrina Johnson. Hook shot, Jacoby. Ruka Ubanello and McIntyre teaming up to get that
Let's
ball
see here.
in the hands of Kendall
Another
Bush.
chance for South.
Underneath, Ubanello.
See, she's trapped.
Foul.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Which is
South.
a good timeout to take.
Yeah, they had one coming.
You had
anyway.
Obanello in the corner, and I told you she's hesitant on offense, and she got herself trapped. No man's land.
I guess she'd already had the dribble, so she couldn't use that to get
Right,
out of there.
exactly, and she was trapped.
Coach Dave Hogan talking up his crew on the left of the screen. McIntyre's got to be telling them to keep doing more of the same on defense and just trust their shot on offense, and that way they will expand on what has been a 4-point lead for a while.
Well, Merrimack's got to start
Halftime.
worried about their offense,
Yeah.
as they need points. Let's face it, John, it looks to me in Division I, it's PG and Bedford and everybody else again.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
You know, I've seen teams struggle.
McIntyre trying to maneuver baseline, finds Jasmine Sylvester. Scoop shot in traffic. McIntyre with the putback.
Weak side rebound. She's in the right place, right time. That's her shot. And it's a 2-point game. And finally, somebody scores, but South cuts it to 2.
Jacoby in the paint.
If Merrimack doesn't win this game, they're going to look at this stretch, the beginning of the quarter, where they lost it.
Maya Ryu with it. Driving. Hedquist doesn't hesitate. Doesn't get the roll.
And it gets the foul. I don't think that's a bad foul by Hedquist because she was playing defense on a press and didn't reach in.
Yeah. Teresa Twardowski. Riley Crampton swings it into the corner. Sam Page back to Crampton to Twardowski.
2-point game.
Sabrina Johnson being marked closely as always by Amber Hedquist, going to take it out up top. Every possession taking on added importance here in the championship game of a 2-point contest right now.
Nice bounce pass. That was a good bounce pass ahead of the field. Movement without the ball that had all the ingredients you want to see.
Pick and roll, give and go, executed perfectly by Merrimack, and they retake a 4-point advantage. 39-35. Jasmine Sylvester to Kendall Bush. McIntyre. Inside Hedquist. Lost the handle. Jump ball, heads up play by Amber Hedquist. Somebody call timeout. Yep. Coach
Didn't matter.
Cheatham got it in there.
Didn't matter. The arrow was pointing Merrimack's way anyway.
So with 3:50 to go, Merrimack ensures that they will hang on to the ball. South doesn't seem to have the magic formula to get up and over this hump. This 2 4-point lead for Merrimack.
Need to hit a couple of outside shots to loosen up that defense a little bit.
Way back when the game opened, South was up, what, 14-2?
14-7 was the 11-4.
11-4.
I don't know if it was 14-5 at one point or not.
That's when they had the lead, but it was short-lived. This Merrimack team seems on a mission to prove they are the best of the 8 teams in this tournament. It started on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. and has run like clockwork since. The boys' championship game, the final is next, and Merrimack will have a chance for a sweep if the girls win this one. Teresa Twardowski up against her counterpart, Jasmine Sylvester. A couple of talented ball handlers who can shoot the lights out from 3. Yabby Wan thought about it, and she traveled. If it wasn't a travel, it probably would have been a charge. Turnover.
Now, why do you think every time Wan touches the ball, it's going to be a charge?
That looked like a charge.
See, I thought that was going to be. I thought that was going to be a foul. She was going to go to the line.
Good position established there.
The two sides of Abby Wan, right?
Yes.
I have the good side, you have the bad side.
I tell you, there's no more subjective call in all sports than the charge and the blocking.
Oh, God, I'm telling you,
call. Jasmine Sylvester had a slight opening there, but Merrimack sealed it off quickly.
Yes, there is a more subjective call. A catch in the National Football League.
Oh, wait a minute. You're right. Suddenly you're right about that.
Checking into the Tomahawks, number 14, Sarah Wozniak.
Ariana Murray will inbound it. A tick under 3 minutes left to go in the championship game. South needs some points.
Dribble off her foot.
Not the time for it.
Nope. Merrimack could put this away, I think, with a 6-point lead.
Some kind of a mini run here.
The way South is struggling on offense. And then it's going to come down to how well Merrimack shoots its free throws. Let's see if that script follows.
Sabrina Johnson leaning in hard. That's going to be at least 4 fouls on Kirsten McIntyre.
Fouls on number 20, Kirsten McIntyre, team 6.
Yep, scorer just held up 4 numbers.
Shooting 2.
4 fingers, rather.
Yep. It's a 5-point lead for the Tomahawks.
And
Checking in for the Panthers, number 23, Juliana Martin.
And Martin comes in for McIntyre predictably. 2:34 to play.
Johnson calmly hits both pressure free throws and gives her team a 6-point lead that Tom believes will be enough to seal the deal. Ariana Murray gets fouled as she takes it to the hoop. But she has to make her free throws, Tom, to make this pay off.
That's the thing I didn't think about was, South could go to the line.
Only 2 team fouls against Merrimack. They're not going to be in the penalty. They got a lot of fouls to give. Not that they need them. They're up by 6.
Yeah, they don't need to do it.
South on the brink of the penalty with 16 fouls.
If you're trailing and you've only got 2 team fouls in the 4th quarter with 2:28 to play, if you're trailing by 6, you got to start fouling.
Right.
Because you've got to get that limit up to get them to the line.
It's like money in the bank, too.
Right.
You can go for steals and
no doubt about it.
Super aggressive. Ariana Murray needs to make the second of her 2 free throws. Cannot. And Merrimack rebound. Sabrina Johnson.
That's tough. You go to the line, you need to hit those 2. You can't do it. Sayonara.
Knocked out of bounds by Jasmine Sylvester.
Merrimack, glad to be back in the Chick-fil-A tournament. Well, it wasn't the Chick-fil-A when they were last playing in it. It is now 2-14 away from being really glad to be back in it with a championship trophy. Oh, nice bounce pass.
Jacoby's too far underneath to get a good look.
Yeah, but she gets the rebound and puts it in.
On the second chance, it's an 8-point lead for Merrimack. Under 2 minutes to go now. Kendall Bush with it. Sylvester.
South's got to start thinking about shooting some threes, John.
Yeah, and I think Sylvester's got to go off a pick to do it. Ariana Murray can shoot the lights out too, but not tonight. Apparently,
the lights were off on that one.
Yep. She was a hot shooter last night. Had hit 4 in a row, but far off the mark on that attempt.
Not happening. Dave Hogan's going to call timeout. A minute 40 left. It's an 8-point game.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A sandwiches on sale alongside refreshments and goodies located on the
So, about what time
all thanks to Chick-fil-A.
do the sandwiches arrive? This is my first night here.
Between games.
Oh, really?
John Pencala makes the rounds.
Okay, all right.
Toward the end of the first game, doubleheader. Oh, second game.
Towards the end of the second game. I was here.
Well, there he is. He's
I was here the other
empty-handed
night.
though right now.
Huh?
I don't know if you have any hand signals you can make for free food. The guys, sports writers have a secret language.
You want me to go like this? With my finger pointed to my mouth wide open? How's that?
Yeah,
I can't. That pretty much
sounds slightly
that'll pretty much tell you.
baby bird-like.
When it comes to food, I'm not subtle. But you know what? I want them, but I won't eat them right here. I'll take them home.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do.
That's what Tim did
That's
last
what Tim
night.
did, yeah. Well, Tim always.
You know what? I told Tim, I said, hey.
Tim's got the first cookie he ever ate. It's home. I know it is.
How about this?
You do too, because you get that little bag with all those snacks in there.
Jim McLean ate a sandwich while he was doing the camera one of these games, and Tim had the opportunity to do the same thing yesterday. He refused. He was too professional.
No, exactly.
Jacoby Johnson. Merrimack beat the full court press.
Do you know, John, that I've worked with Jim McLean for over 20 years?
20?
Yes.
He's been there for that long, huh?
Well, no, he was at NDS with me.
Oh, that's right.
All the way
other
back
station.
20 years ago.
Yep. Late 90s.
Mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
Actually, over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Late 90s, 97, I think we were wrapping it up.
Sabrina Johnson.
Big free throw, and now Merrimack is a minute 24 away from the inevitable. They will win the 2017 Chick-fil-A title.
The 10-point lead now, biggest of the game, latest in the game. South has got to start putting the ball up and hoping for the best. Instead, they have it stripped. Sarah Wozniak with the steal. Sabrina Johnson with it. Across the half-court line. Abby Wan. Back to Sabrina Johnson. Now just playing keep away as we're at the 1 minute mark.
Remaining in the fourth quarter. 1 minute.
Jacoby. Jacoby. Sabrina Johnson, Abby Wan, Riley Crampton.
Their ball movement is so good right now, Nashua can't foul.
Timeout.
Taken by the Tomahawks.
Tomahawks took a timeout in the middle of all that.
Well, they basically dribbled themselves into a corner, but Nashua's trying to foul it. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Yeah.
What were they waiting for?
Right. Send them to the line, right?
10-point lead, send them to the line. If they go cold from the line, you got chances to a couple threes, you can get
Then
it
you
to
pick
4.
somebody to foul who you don't think is a great foul shooter.
Yeah, you know.
Merrimack in control of this game with 42 seconds to go. 2018 just around the corner. Will arrive Sunday midnight as we record this on Friday afternoon. Tom could not look less excited about the new year.
This holiday season has been for El Busto for me, that's for sure. Christmas on the couch.
Bah humbug.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You just saw a great hockey tournament.
That's true. But I
Fierce
froze
competition.
I froze doing
Yeah,
it.
you paid the price, but
Yeah, God. Although, thank goodness for those side rooms to do the work, you know. Photos and the writing.
And there's the immediate
Can't do
foul.
that kind of work in you know.
There's Coach Hogan's advice right there. He probably wanted that 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Sarah Wozniak trying to prove she was the wrong person to foul, but she misses, and Sabrina Johnson gets the long rebound. Unfortunately for the Panthers, they're right back in the same boat, having to foul again. And this time Riley Crampton will get to the line.
Fouls number 14, Ariana Murray. Team's ninth. Tomahawks at the line, 1-1.
I don't know how the ball bounced off the rim like that with only a Merrimack player going after it. Seemed to be just bad fortune for South, but Riley Crampton shows she is a good free throw shooter. It's an 11-point lead now for the Tomahawks with half-minute left.
Oh, in and out.
Hedquist. Deflected by Abby Wan. And a backcourt foul. Kendall Bush deliberately pushing on Sabrina
Well, you
Johnson.
go through 3 games, you survive North in overtime.
Shooting 2.
Yeah, it's a well-deserved title. Last year, the Alverin girls were the champions. And those two schools, Alverin and Merrimack, ironically, be playing for the boys' title right after this.
Right. Alverin's worth the price of admission, you ask me. They got some tremendous basketball talent.
They do, and they've got a great coach in Marty Edwards. I think it's a team to watch this year.
Hey, you'll know this comparison. Long shot. 12 seconds left to go. Doesn't go for Ariana Murray. Put back attempt by Juliana Martin, and Merrimack and South scrambling for it. Marty Adams reminds me.
Marty Edwards.
He reminds me of Mikey Adams, the TV and radio show.
Yes, he
host in
does.
Boston.
Yes, he does. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marty Edwards, Alvin coach. He'll be out here shortly with his team. Going up against Merrimack, the Tomahawks versus the Broncos.
And Marty, we were with in the press box at Stello's for years as he did the public address.
Yep.
For Bishop Girton football games.
Oh, of course. I didn't know of his basketball coaching talents back then.
He was an assistant at BG for years with.
Well, congratulations to the girls of Merrimack High School. The girls basketball team are the champions of the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament 2017. Rather subdued celebration, similar to what you saw.
I don't see a whole.
There's no pig pile.
No, not even.
You know, maybe maybe one of these free sandwiches will fly up here, and then we'll see a celebration when Tom gets it.
You didn't tell me you had to work for these.
Oh no, they're handed to us. These are for the fans.
Put your hand up, Tim. You might be able to catch one.
There's the trophy that's going to go to the girls' team in just a moment.
Yep.
For Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking our cameraman Tim O'Neill, thanking you for watching the girls' final of the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament 2017. Merrimack 47, South 35. The Tomahawks are your champions. Good evening from Nashua High School South, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. First, we want to give a big round of applause for both teams who have competed today. Round of applause for Nashua South and the Merrimack Tomahawks. First, we'd like to present the runner-up trophy for the girls' championship team. Runner-up for Nashua South Panthers. Round of applause for your Lady Panthers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present the 2017 Chick-fil-A Holiday Tournament Girls Championship Trophy to your Merrimack Tomahawks. And also, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to represent 5 girls all-tournament team members who have exceeded on the court throughout the Chick-fil-A tournament. First, we'd like to recognize Emma Russo of the Campbell Cougars. Second, we'd like to recognize Kelly Walsh of the Goffstown Grizzlies. Third, we'd like to recognize Amber Hedquist of Nashua South. And fourth, we'd like to recognize Sabrina Johnson for the Tomahawks. And fifth and final member of the girls all-tournament team, give it up for Merrimack's Abby Wan. Thank you, everybody, for joining in for the Girls' Championship game.